So we have recently done a Sunny V2 reaction previously, and I really enjoyed it. It was quite entertaining. It was about the Fine Bros and why they kind of dropped off, or why they kind of tried to stay on but already damaged everything. But anyway, today we're reacting to how Kwebbelkop lost an entire audience in 1 year. I suppose, I don't know, he kind of just vanished. I used to always see him in my recommendations. I can't even say recommendations anymore. Anyway, I used to see him in my recommendations a lot, and all of a sudden he just kind of like disappeared. I don't think he's dropped off. Maybe he's uploading a lot less, or maybe he's just not in the algorithm as much as he used to be, because he used to always be there. I remember when PewDiePie stopped making like gaming videos, I remember he like appeared out of nowhere and he was like the substitute for that. I remember watching a few of his videos back in the day, and then he'd do his vlogs with Aziland, I think it was his girlfriend's name. But Kwebbelkop was quite a big part of YouTube at some point, where he just came out of nowhere. Very family-friendly channels. I know he used to hang around with very family-friendly people. He must have been like raking in the money, I'm not gonna lie. That's like YouTube's favorite boy right there. But I wonder what actually happened, because he just kind of disappeared in my eyes. I just stopped getting recommendations and stuff about him. So maybe he did drop off. We'll see. Let's see about what actually happened. And away we go.
April 2021, 97.9 million views. April 2022, 8.5 million views.
Okay, so he hasn't dropped off. Okay, so okay, that's for him. That's bad, and the numbers dropping really bad. But if you do the maths. He never swears. He's good with everything. He could still have more than an average wage. He's getting more than the average wage every month. So even if he was doing bad swearing and everything like that, you look at that, he's getting 8K a month on the worst scale. So he's still getting $8,000 or pounds, wherever he is, income on the worst situation of YouTube. So it's still a very, very livable wage, but he's still not getting 97, not getting 97 mil. Jeez! To be fair, if you're getting that much with the ad revenue he's probably getting, he doesn't need to worry.
In the
he
space
does
of only
not
12
need
months,
to worry.
Kwebbelkop's viewership has
He's probably given up.
90%. And we're
he doesn't
going to
need it.
Every single mistake made, which has brought him to this unfortunate point. Now, to cut Kwebbelkop, aka Geordie, a little bit of slack, we need to specify that because he's a gaming YouTuber, some of this decline has actually been out of his control. We've explained in past videos that gaming YouTubers often have a very volatile career, as their view count is directly tied to the popularity of whatever game they happen to be playing. We can see this trend when looking at Kwebbelkop's best month ever back in August 2019.
166 mil.
Viewership of 166
nearly
million.
167.
At the time, Minecraft was coming back into the mainstream, bolstering Kwebbelkop's content, whilst Fortnite was still in its prime YouTuber phase, giving him countless opportunities for fresh new videos. Since Geordie had no control over the popularity of these games, you might go ahead and call this an element of luck. However, almost everything else which was bringing him these 166 million views had been a result of Kwebbelkop's actions. For example, Geordie was a master at collaborating with other YouTubers.
I've never done that. I want to know more YouTubers. I want to get to know all the YouTubers. I want my friends to be YouTubers or people that are doing similar stuff.
This became most evident after 4.
Oh, I don't know about that. I kind of agree. I think he's saying he wants that his friends that previously want them to be YouTubers, but I think that's kind of a weird mindset, because if you're just surrounded by the people that are the same as you, you're not going to be you're going to be stuck in a set of friends that might even just use you for content, and you're not going to have friends, you know what I mean? Like, if I converted my friends I have now into YouTubers compared to if I find YouTube friends, I feel like YouTube friends, sometimes there's a grey area where they would choose content over you as a friendship. So I don't know about that. That's a bit of a weird
YouTube
take.
Trio known as Robust, which included Kwebbelkop alongside 2 other familiar faces, Jelly and Slogo Man. Kwebbelkop
I've heard of Jelly.
His first viral video with over 14
I don't know Slogo,
was
man.
him, Jelly, and Slogo simply messing around on GTA 5. As their relationship strengthened, a video where Kwebbelkop simply met Jelly in real life for the first time time gained over 12 million views. The trio were even picked up by PewDiePie's YouTube network Revel Mode, alongside Markiplier and Jacksepticeye, with the subscriber count of Kwebbelkop, Jelly, and Slogo being the best.
That's a lot of subscribers in one room.
Success they'd find as a trio. In addition to forming the robust group, Geordie began dating fellow YouTuber Azzyland in 2016, with Azzy herself having a multi-million subscriber count at the time, meaning that they could collaborate on various different videos, providing further growth for each creator. Yet the overwhelming driver behind Kwebbelkop's extreme viewership was
who was the bigger YouTuber out of the couple? Was it Azzyland or was it Kwebbelkop? I don't know. Did she go? I know she does reacts now, and she's sometimes popped up in my recommended still, but Kwebbelkop has
without a doubt his laser focus on the content in combination with an unwavering work ethic. After beginning his channel, Geordie made a commitment to upload one video every single day, which he would continue for a period of over 9
years. As a gamer, a gaming channel, that's hard.
2012. I said
that is
to myself,
hard.
I'm never gonna miss a day of uploading, no matter what, no matter what happens. And every day I'm gonna make a video that's better than the one before.
Additionally, all of his energy was being focused on one channel only, ensuring that the one daily video was always of the highest quality.
Every day I worked on it. Every day I studied it. I watched tutorials. I read articles. I spoke to people. I practiced. And every day
Did you have an editor? That's crazy.
Videos. And within this daily
gaming
upload,
channels,
it was obvious that Kwebbelkop's goal was to ensure the most optimal experience for the audience.
I was making videos that my audience loved watching, right? So I asked myself, what does my audience love the most?
Each of those clips from Kwebbelkop's discussion on the Watch Time podcast also displayed just how switched on he was in terms of personal development and the correct attitude required in order to grow a successful YouTube channel. So if he had the correct attitude and mindset in order, why after 5 years of gaining an extremely consistent 100 million views per month, did this number drop to between 5 and 15 million over the course of only a year? Well, in order to answer that question, let's begin by looking at a Twitter post made by Kwebbelkop in early 2020. Before things go any further, I want to address the rumors. After 3.5 years of being together, Azzy and I recently broke up. I have nothing but love and respect for this beautiful, smart, and caring woman. Please respect our privacy, thank you, which was accompanied by a video approximately 1 year later, conveniently just before his views began to decline, explaining the reason behind their breakup.
Why did you guys break up? Well, as you guys might know, I'm from Amsterdam, the Netherlands, and Azzy is from Canada. And it was a long distance relationship. Once the honeymoon phase was over, we realized that we're two people from completely different places.
However, it would still be a little far-fetched to blame Kwebbelkop's decline in viewership on nothing but this separation. Sure, no.
Okay, yeah, that's true. But if you built this thing on, like, even though you got separate channels, if you built this thing together, someone's always going to take a side. Some people might stay for both, but someone's always going to take a side. And it's like, you don't need to, but they do, because they have their favorite, or they want to feel like they're supporting that other person by leaving that person. So I could see him taking a hit from them breaking up, and I could also see her taking a hit, but it's just who's going to come out on top, who's going to like bounce back from whatever happened. That's my take on it.
Person to collaborate and make videos with. However, if we take the date of Geordie's separation announcement, March 2020, and placed alongside his view count at the time, he actually went up in views after breaking up with Azzyland. Of course, there were other factors at play during this time, such as people being at home and therefore watching more YouTube due to the pandemic.
COVID.
Yet, as an overall, the data doesn't really suggest that this breakup had much of an impact on his eventual decline in views. However, it wasn't only Azzyland that Kwebbelkop would stop making videos with. After 5 years of filming together, the robust trio being Kwebbelkop, Jelly, and Slogo would also slowly disintegrate. Instead of playing with Geordie,
isolated himself
making various reaction videos, Jelly and Slogo replaced him with a different YouTuber by the name of Craner, which was noticed by fans on Reddit. The last thing I remember was that Kwebbelkop was playing Minecraft with Jelly and Slogo Man in Robust Town. Now everything has changed. Jelly and Slogo Man replaced Kwebbelkop with Craner in a new Minecraft server. Kwebbelkop made his own solo play, and right at this moment he's only doing reaction videos. What is going on? Anyone got the explanation for it? Why is he now not playing with his friends anymore? Why isn't he playing games anymore? Is he going to maintain it like this, or will he come back to his own self again? First he took down the vlogs, but then he stopped playing with friends. As this became an increasingly common discussion in Geordie's comments section, he'd upload a video titled Why I Left Jelly and Slogo.
Did he fall out of them?
As a result of making video after video with the group, each of which following a similar narrative, Kwebbelkop felt as though he wasn't growing due to a lack of creativity.
I saw that my creativity was running out. I was just doing things with the group. I was going into that direction. I realized that I stopped growing as a person and that I just stagnated in life and I was just doing the same thing.
Geordie also explained that at around the same point in time, he'd become depressed, which made him feel as though he was holding the group back.
I ended up getting a depression, which I've never, ever said anywhere publicly, but it was also holding them back because I couldn't give them the energy that they needed to make these videos good.
And as a result, he began to participate in fewer and fewer recordings.
It wasn't a clear-cut, bye guys, see you tomorrow. And instead it was me joining less and fewer recordings.
Just leaving
From
over
this point
time.
onwards, Kwebbelkop was no longer making videos with the group, which had helped him to become so successful in the first place. He then began to collaborate with a new YouTuber going by the name of Tiger, yet this would also end in another bit of drama.
Me and Kwebbelkop got into a fight, and after this fight, I was pretty much left with nothing.
Kwebbelkop found Tiger when he was still a small YouTuber,
Sounds British.
and while the details aren't public, it seemed as though Kwebbelkop offered guidance and growth to Tiger in exchange for part or full ownership of the channel.
I'm like, this guy could be a really big YouTuber. If I would coach him a little bit, he has so much talent.
Now this went exactly as planned in the beginning. They started playing together and pretty quickly Tiger's viewership skyrocketed from 2 million views per month to 20 million views per month. However, at around the same point in time, Tiger randomly stopped uploading altogether. 2 months later, Tiger would upload a video on a different channel titled Why I Left Kwebbelkop and Tiger, explaining that he couldn't talk about what had happened with the channel.
And I'm not gonna get too much into who was in the right or who was in the wrong, because I can't.
But he was no longer friends with Kwebbelkop.
Everyone is asking the same thing. Why are you not uploading to Tiger, and what happened between you and Kwebbelkop?
Did Kwebbelkop own the channel?
It boils down to one thing, and that is that me and Kwebbelkop are actually no longer friends. I feel hurt.
Okay, but
I feel disappointed.
That doesn't explain why he hasn't uploaded on Tiger. That's just literally.
I feel betrayed.
Oh wait, 50%. I reckon Kwebbelkop owns the channel.
And most of all, I feel forgotten.
What would become obvious later was that somehow Kwebbelkop had claimed ownership over Tiger's channel, as he would upload a video where he had cloned Tiger's voice and attached it to an AI, which would provoke another response from Tiger, who was once again
that's kind of messed up, dude.
This cartoon character loaned my voice and put it on the Tiger channel. Listen, Geordie, this cartoon version of you might be your best friend, but I'm not your best friend, okay? I'm not even your friend.
And after Tiger called him out, Kwebbelkop seemed to panic as he would delete every video featuring the AI Tiger clone. The two
that's kind of messed up.
With Geordie stating, life is too short to have enemies, yet shortly thereafter, Kwebbelkop would end their exchange by blocking Tiger on Twitter.
But then for some reason, my man decided to block me. But you know what, man? I don't care.
What's most interesting about this whole interaction is that it correlates perfectly with the point at which Kwebbelkop's views began to decline rapidly. However, the reason for the impending decline wasn't the drama itself, but rather one discovery made by Geordie throughout the conflict with Tiger, being that he could make an AI character to act as a real person. One of the biggest lessons I've learned in business is that pretty much everything you dream is possible. Cloning yourself, too easy. 4 years ago, I was in the middle of a burnout, made 3 videos per day and streamed 2 to 3 hours per day. I wished I could clone myself, so I did. What Kwebbelkop is referring to in this Twitter thread is a channel he launched 1 month after the drama with Tiger, which posts gaming videos and uses an AI character as the main personality within the videos. Now, there's nothing wrong with anyone beginning a second channel, but when looking at the numbers, it's obvious that this new AI channel going by the name of Blue was seriously fragmenting Geordie's attention on the main channel. It was launched in May 2021 and began to do 4 million.
It dropped because he gave up on the main channel then. He didn't fall off. He just literally stopped.
views per month instantly. Yet if we look at the Kwebbelkop channel, May 2021 was also the point at which his viewership declined from an average of 100 million views per month to 60 million views per month. Kwebbelkop began to celebrate the strides that his AI channel was doing, yet he also seemed completely oblivious to the massive decline that was happening on his main channel. His average monthly viewership was down by 40 million on Kwebbelkop while he was celebrating 4 million views a month on Blue. It was the very definition of the man who chases 2 rabbits catches neither, and this decline on the main channel brought about further changes, which would ultimately make things even worse. Kwebbelkop would upload a video titled My Most Important Video with I Quit in the thumbnail, explaining that he was no longer enjoying YouTube.
I'm having a hard time being creative. I'm having a hard time having fun in my job. I'm having a hard time sleep. I'm always worrying about YouTube, always thinking about YouTube. I'm not enjoying it as much as I was before.
Before going on to state that after 10 years, he was discontinuing the daily uploads.
That's why after 10 years of making daily videos, I quit. I quit making daily videos.
Kwebbelkop would finish the video by stating that starting from today, he planned on making top quality content that the audience wanted to see.
Starting today, from now on, you can expect my next video to be top notch, to be really
what do we
flipping
expect
good, to be
him?
exactly what you want to see.
Yet the first 3 videos posted in the days that followed were him bragging about his $10,000 dog, then him bragging about his custom orange G-Wagon, then him bragging about his $7.5 million penthouse apartment.
Welcome to a $7.5 million penthouse tour. Let's see if this video can hit 100,000 likes.
And it's just like, why would you post this, dude? Not only have you stated in the past that you apparently don't do YouTube for the money.
I don't care about making an extra buck on YouTube. I don't care about the money. I really genuinely do not do YouTube for the money.
But do you really think the audience wants to open up the YouTube app and instantly see something that makes them feel inferior to you? Do you think new viewers on your channel want to open up the video section and see one video saying I quit followed by 3 videos talking about how rich you are? You think it's just a coincidence that David Dobrik got cancelled in the same month that he posted his brand new multi-million-dollar house to YouTube? When you invite him into the life of others, you pay for it in ways which you will not expect. The 3 videos felt like...
To be fair though, he got cancelled because the guy spun around on the crane, not the crane. Is it a digger? Like they just spun it around and he just fell off it. Like, I think that was the reason he got cancelled, right? I don't think it was because of his house, was it? To be fair, they cancelled Hassan because he had a massive house, but then his politics was like everyone should be equal and he has a massive mansion, so...
like nothing more than a validation-seeking exercise which came
Maybe
off
it
as
is
quite insecure. A 2008 study by the Journal of Consumer Research stated that when people feel powerless and out of control, they feel an increased desire to purchase items which convey high status. Further, this increased attraction to high-status products stems from a specific inclination to re-establish power, which might explain Kwebbelkop's motive to upload these off-brand videos. Maybe deep down he felt as though he had lost his position of influence, which was certainly plausible because at the time of uploading the videos, his monthly viewership had declined by over 85% from its peak. Additionally, his house tour might have been evidence that Kwebbelkop had fallen into the classic trap of becoming distracted from the channel by the items he was able to purchase as a result of the channel in the first place. This theory could be supported by the fact that after uploading his house tour to YouTube and announcing that he no longer planned on uploading daily, the videos slowed dramatically.
Yeah, look how many views they're getting compared.
2 videos in both March and April of 2022, doing further damage to the channel's view count. Now we can't neglect the fact that his blue channel has actually gained a bit of traction over the last couple of months, gaining between 10 and 25 million views per month.
Putting his
However, when combining the views of both Blue and Kwebbelkop together, even on the best months he doesn't crack 40 million views, which is still less than half of what he was able to achieve while simply focusing on one channel. In a recent video titled My $100 Million...
Before we move on from that, I feel like what he's done is he's probably made the money he wanted to make. Like he said, he doesn't do it for the money, but he's probably made so much money he doesn't have to like focus on what he thinks will make money. He just has to focus on what he wants to do for fun now, which he kind of made himself irrelevant, but at the same time he's kind of still doing what he wants to do as a hobby instead of having to worry about I need to make YouTube videos to put bread on the table, you know? So I kind of see it. I kind of get it.
GTA 5 business in real life, which sports a similar kind of vibe to the apartment tour. Kwebbelkop talks about how he's also launched an NFT business and is working on a video game, potentially fracturing his focus from YouTube even further. As mentioned earlier, Kwebbelkop is extremely switched on in terms of how to build and run a successful YouTube channel, although as a whole there are 2 obvious problems that need to be solved. The first problem, which thankfully is relatively easy to fix, is one relating to ego. Jordy, I know how much we as males love to brag. It's written in our DNA to talk endlessly about how good we are, but you have to resist the urge to do so. Proclaiming your high status by posting videos of your G-Wagon and multi-million-dollar home ironically does the opposite of what you want it to, as your audience doesn't want to follow someone that needs to be validated in any way, shape, or form. The second problem is a little harder to solve as it requires either more sacrifice or time, and I could be wrong altogether with this second problem because I'm not sure what kind of numbers your other businesses are doing, but your focus is clearly fragmented, or maybe you have too many things to focus on. You claim to have between 50 and 100 employees.
I'm running a business with I don't know how many employees. Anywhere from 50 to 100 employees work here.
Yet your views are significantly
below he does need the money. So why would he?
Since 2016. The potential inefficiency of this was also noticed by some of the sidemen.
So Kwebbelkop has basically tweeted out saying that he spends on average 14 days and 14 editors to make one video.
Instantly, I'm thinking
What?
your team or your process is incredibly inefficient.
And while the one step back for two steps forward mentality is a great thing to have, something feels off with
That
the
is
numbers. Maybe you're just
mental.
bragging about employing way more people than you actually do, and if this is the case, it's just another piece of evidence for the previous point. Quit with the bragging. It's not necessary and adds no value to anything at any point in time. When you appeared on the Watch Time podcast with Muselk, one very mature thing that you said was that you appreciate when your YouTuber friends call you out on things. So while I was probably a little bit harsh in this video, hopefully it can provide some genuine tough love feedback about where you can improve going into the future.
Holy hell, that was a good video. But yeah, that was kind of crazy insight into the YouTuber life as it is. But my personal opinion, I don't think he's dropped off. Well, he has dropped off in, like, he could come back if he wanted to. He could do it all again. But I feel like he's got his focus split, like the guy said. And I don't know what I'm saying. I think he was a good YouTuber at some point. I think he must have to stop the bragging, maybe. Maybe the bragging's doing too much. Okay, everyone, that is the end of the video. If you enjoyed that video, make sure you check out the original in the description down below. Enjoyed this video, hit a thumbs up, comment, which I interact with you next, subscribe if you're new or just haven't yet. I will see you in the next video. Later.